Good to have you on, man. Good to see you as always, everybody. Once I find my notes, this is another special episode of Carrying the Culture show. Got a man, Breeze Brewin, talking hoops. We do this every few months. We jump into the hoops.
Yeah,
NBA season is always fun. I need this show today because it's been a long week, so I didn't
yeah.
have to
It's
really.
it's it's been a roller coaster for you, my G. Shout out to my cousin. I see my cousin in the chat.
Oh, dope,
Don Diva,
dope. So,
word up,
um,
family.
yeah. So we're gonna get in. It's been a minute. Well, we did an NBA preview show before the season. So post trade deadline, we got a
Wow,
lot to get into. We're gonna talk our teams
wow.
and stuff, but I wanted to get your take on the season overall, man. So I remember when I told you I talked to you and I was like, yo, I'm gonna rock with the Knicks this year because until LeBron is gone, I'm gonna rock with the Knicks until LeBron is gone. I said that. But it's been hard for me because the Knicks aren't my team and the Lakers are my team, and so I found myself just floating in limbo this season, like just
Yeah.
kind of like because I'm not fucking with LeBron. I'm not, and I'm not rocking with the Lakers until he's gone. I'm just not, and but so it's been like it's been kind of it's been a kind of melancholy season for me, man, and it's been weird. And it hasn't been. I really haven't seen a lot of good basketball. Like, so what's your take on this season in general, man? Like, other than your squad, we're gonna talk about squads and stuff, but just quality of basketball and this is I don't
Well,
know.
the product is definitely in a weird place. I heard the other day that Adam Silver was talking about changing it to 10-minute quarters.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yo, what are
yeah,
you doing? Like,
yeah,
like really, what are you doing? Um, like, just relax. Just work on consistency, man. I just think from game to game, quarter to quarter, especially as a Knicks fan, yo, they are so handsy. You know what I mean? And then a dude will walk by and like he sprinkles pixie dust on somebody, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna have to look at the video for that. And I'm like, yo, either you gonna let him play or you gonna tighten up. It can't be
right,
both.
right. Yeah,
The
it's
replay shit is corny. I think they need to get rid of that altogether. Unless they like, I don't think coaches should be doing. Should he do it? Shouldn't he do it? How about y'all just decide like, all right, cool. That looked a little bit suspect. You could keep the replay center, but have the rest like, yo, this feels like a terrible call. Do y'all agree with this call? A quick consensus. They're already watching the game. Why do we have to go through like the pomp and circumstance and the drama? Like, I don't know. Like, get the call right, but you the refs. That's your job. You know what I mean? And then you got cats in there. Yo, dudes coming. They're like, oh, this and that. And then your player, John Morant says that you should look at the thing. So he definitely needs to listen. Nah, man. Just no.
yeah,
Like, do
yeah,
your part. Like, what are we
yeah.
doing? So I think that's affected it. The over reliance on the 3-point shot, that shit has done a lot. I just think at the end of the day, um, I don't know. They should look at what was most effective.
Right.
And if they in the most effective basketball that everybody liked was hard nosed, um, was physical, and just and live with that.
Right, right. I didn't mind Adam Silver when Adam Silver first took over. I was like, okay, progressive owner a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and he was actually doing some pretty, cool things. I mean, he was just seemed like more of a players owner, I guess, if you will. And but now it clearly seems it's about the marketing and the money, man. He wants games in like every single country. They rather put a team in Mexico City than in back in Seattle. You know what I
You
mean?
definitely need
It's like,
to join in
of
Seattle,
course,
B. That's a void.
come on.
And it's like I
So
get it. You want to grow the game, but
yeah, but I mean, think about it. Let's look at in season tournament is whatever that you can have that, but then my wife she loves hoops and she's like she walked by the game one time. She was like, "What's up with those fucking colors on the court?" She's like, "Why they got these stupid?" She goes, "I can't even see who the players are."
yeah,
Like, like it was getting away from basketball and becoming like partially WWE, and as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like
And Bills
some
are right. The end season is trash. Like I don't even get it. It's hard to follow. This game counts more than the other game counts. Like, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
right, right. Like
Like, come on,
trying to
fam. I'd rather watch
drum
Summer
up
League.
fake excitement. You know what I mean? Like for us to who's winning the game?
I ain't even look.
Bro.
I'm here. I'm trying to focus. I'm thinking about these trades.
Okay, yeah, I pulled up the trade. I pulled up the whole trade thing too. So anyway, my for me, I was excited about this season. Man, I was hyped. I just thought it's gonna be an exciting season, and I was even, but it's just been mess. Fuck, I'm just like this is All-Star Weekend is super trash these days. Like,
Yeah, I don't even know what that shit is. So is it like so? There's 4 teams now, right? Four.
a 14 tournament. One team I think sits. It's why though? Why? How is that? But answering this question, how is that going to make them play harder?
I mean, I don't know. Like honestly, you're gonna laugh at me, but the other night, you know what I was watching?
Mm. Late unrivaled joint.
Unrivaled one-on-one tournament. They got it right, B. Like that shit is engaging. It's like, all right, cool. 7 second shot clock. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, yo, they better bite off for this shit.
Yeah,
They better bite.
I saw that, and I watched a little bit of it too, and it was actually more. I found myself watching it longer than I thought I was gonna be watching it for.
Yeah. Because once you start, like, you start out with, I'm not sure how many, I think it was 16 to start or 32. I'm not sure. But if they got 16 of the best one-on-one players, like to do that, it would be cool. I think the 3-on-3 tournament is yo, I
Alita
think yeah,
Story,
Stewie got she got shut out.
she got cooked.
I just think it's like, because especially for cats who've played ball, it's like, come on, man, we've all done like one-on-one tournaments mean something. So it's just like to put these dudes who are like, all right, one-on-one unstoppable, like I just out of curiosity, like how would Luca fare? How would somebody like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It
They're
would be
scared though.
interesting.
You
It
don't
would
think they're
be interesting.
scared? I think they're scared. Why do we have G League dudes in the dunk contest? Why is John Morant, and Edwards, uh, whomever, even Scoot? I mean, like, why are some of these like you got? I don't want to see Mac McClung again. Give him a
I
contract
don't
for
I
God's
don't
sake.
want to see him unless he's, like the 11th man on the team. Get a man a real chance. It's like, yo, come out here, uh, do your little pet trick, and then get out of
I
here.
wouldn't do it. I
He
wouldn't
should
do it
be
this year.
in the league and
I
Bizzle.
wouldn't do
I
it
agree with you.
this year. I wouldn't
Nah,
if I were him. That's a
yeah, I would
slap in
shut
the
it
face.
down, B. I would leave it alone. Maybe he needs a little bread, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Shit is a little bit whack.
yeah.
Dunk contest been trash. Um, I don't even know, man. I can't even see myself like. It'll be on in the background of my house, but it's man, come on, man. I remember the joint when it was AI and Marbury and coming down hitting threes, and it looked like it meant something. Like this shit right here. I mean, you got dudes playing against, you got teammates playing against each other. It's like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, and nobody wants to really embarrass. I mean, this is to me kind of a statement about the newer players because nobody wants to embarrass each other. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. I mean, remember when we used to watch the All-Star game and it was, you know, it's tightened up after like the second after in the first second half and it
Yeah,
got real
fourth
like
quarter, forget it. That was real ball.
pull up the shorts, slap the
Mm-hmm.
ground, let's go, right?
Word.
And and that's everybody's scared, man. I feel like cats are so scary now to because I mean, you seen the Super Bowl go Eagles. I mean, like all the like Patrick Mahomes is getting dragged like he ain't ever done nothing in his life now. Like it's like damn, you would think he was like Pop Warner QB, and so it's just interesting how I mean nobody wants to be a meme the next day. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know, but it's been a weird season. Let's jump into to these trades, man. We're gonna go with the big one first because I keep still continue to hear speculation and
Yeah,
weird
how
stuff.
do you feel about that, man? As a well,
As a
you're a Laker
I'm
fan.
still
Like,
a Laker fan. I'm on pause, but so here's the thing: for the Lakers, how do you not make that deal? I think it sets him up for the future very well. I
Yes,
didn't
it
look at this
does.
move for now. I don't care about now. I look at it as like you got a 25-year-old, five-time All NBA dude going into his prime. Like you got at least you got 8 or 9 years out of him. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was a brilliant move for the Lakers, and actually I thought for the for the Mavs this year, it's actually a decent move as well. But for that to pay off for them, they got to win like two chips to me for that to pay off. So, but as a Laker fan, I'm like, damn, this is a great move for the future. Like, I'm like, whoa, like it's fell into the lap. And I'm looking at the whole thing though, like, what's his name? That the GM for Mavs didn't even
Nico
shop
Harrison.
nowhere. He didn't even shop him though.
I think he only shopped them to Milwaukee and then LA. That was it.
How do you look at the trade? I mean,
Honestly, it, it baffles the mind. Like it's mind boggling. Like just like you said, like how do you? I get it. Like it was like we're gonna be quiet about it, but how does that benefit your squad? Like Cats would have pulled up the Brinks truck. They would have been like, "Yo, four firsts, whatever." I think about like what we had to give up for somebody like Mikal Bridges,
yeah,
and I'm like, and what? Like I get it. Like I respect. Oh, I didn't even know Minnesota got called, and I look. I respect um Anthony Davis. Who doesn't, right? But he's obviously on the downside. He's not Porzingis, but he's injury prone at this state of his career. And I just think you could have did a lot better. I think you could have did a lot better. And it's just like I look, if I'm Kyrie, I'm like, what's really happening here?
right.
Like, it's gonna come out eventually what this really means. And I think it's definitely some type of thing that is above our
Yeah,
pay grade. I heard something about that too. Something about moving to Vegas. Something about how the new ownership has like some roots in
yeah.
Vegas. I think they may own I forgot what other squad they own. But it makes no sense to me and they got so
And
little. They got it's not pennies on a dollar, but it's like damn, like definitely Filene's basement prices for that man.
hey,
Cause
oh, let's get back.
this shit is not it don't make a whole lot of
So
sense.
so so you're right. It's basement. So you're right though. So check. Like, and I think all of the excuses or the reasons, it's like, yeah, but it's like, okay, out of shape. I mean, you
Does
gotta find
he look like 270 pounds?
no, and you gotta find a way. Let's say all these things are true. First of all, you gotta find a way to work with that, and make see exhaust all efforts. Secondly, like you said, they got him for like, I mean, they gave him away, and that's the problem. I not problem I have all the reasons you want as a GM. You want your culture, you want this or whatever. All right, you gave him away for some Funyuns, annihilators, and some candy cigarettes. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they should have gotten a whole like if that was OKC's GM, they would have gotten the G League team too.
It's
So
the equivalent as if Shea Gilgeous Alexander, it's basically if they traded him, like what would they be waiting for? You know what I mean? Like something's weird, and I something definitely don't smell right. And at the end of the day, they're definitely firing that dude in 2 years if he makes it that
yeah,
far.
that was a big career risk. And I'll say this though, you're looking at the players like the aftermath. I'm looking at Kyrie and I'm like, okay, fam, they gave you the keys, so go get busy then. Like they gave you the keys now.
Keys to what
So
though?
well, well, not to.
To a gremlin.
I mean, I think that if to me if Davis big if Davis is healthy, I think that's a solid squad this year. But he's gonna be in and out, man. I mean, that's what he
It might be some
that's
petty shit too, just not to pay him the supermax.
yeah,
Um, that
ton of reason.
honestly, um, I, I don't understand it. And honestly, I don't think it obviously don't make Dallas better. And it's wait and see with the Lakers too, man. he's a heavy usage guy, man. Like at the end of the day, if the idea is, all right, cool, later we're gonna trade AR-15, hey, I'll take him. That's a bad man.
Yeah,
So it's like,
no,
I guess we gotta wait and see.
he's heavy, but it's like over a cup of coffee. You know, you're gonna get offered that. Yeah, you better make that trade. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
think the Lakers can. I think it's definitely a good move for them.
What
I
do
mean,
y'all think on the? I mean, the center. Y'all looking crazy right now, center.
I mean,
I mean, I know it's not like a position that's gonna make or break you, but they still looking crazy.
Lakers leveled up, man. I mean, they really did, and it sucks for me because as a Laker fan, I'm like, I can't do nothing with them until
You
this.
think Jackson Hayes and Chris Koloko are gonna do it though? Oh, they got Alex Len.
Yeah, they got Alex Lynn.
That was a good pickup.
Yeah, they got.
I mean, yeah. Look, Jackson Hayes. I always felt like there was another gear for him if he was given more responsibility. He's kind of a knucklehead, but knucklehead's good sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, it is good sometimes. So we'll see. And something might happen with the waiver wires. But obviously that's not gonna be you're not gonna make it or break it on the center with that squad.
No, no.
We just need to, see what's gonna happen in regard. I mean, honestly, I think one of the things that ain't nobody talking about is if they could get Connect back in the fold.
You
If they
heard
could
what he
get
said
Connect
though,
back,
right?
but he need
You
a
heard
little
what
time, right?
Yeah, he needs this is new dude shit. Like I need some time to like reflect or some shit. Like
Man, you better get up in there, boy.
'cause
You better go and get and be the reason why you was honestly sought after in the trade anyway. You better shake that shake it off.
look at that shit as flattery, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ball out and fucking do your
He
thing because
is a baller.
it'll be
Like,
easier to like get pushed to the end of the bench if you're saying you don't want to play. Fuck it, then
yeah,
someone else.
you
You
about
go
like
you gonna see
somebody
Brian
talk to
throwing up
him.
bricks, being a mason. So
And he
yeah,
got the right coach for it. I mean, how many times, you know, did his coach get traded? I heard a crazy story about Reddick getting traded. Like he thought he was cool, and then whatever, he was asking somebody else how they were doing, and then he was like, I got a call, and he was like, oh shit, I got traded. So at the end of the day, it's the business. Like if you're worth something. You like they asked for you.
right.
Make sure they keep asking for you.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, we'll see. The jury's still out. We'll see. Again, I'm watching because it's interesting, but it's just been hard, man. I can't fuck with LeBron, man. I just think he's a narcissist. I think he's imploded, blowing up the team. I think he has too much power and control. I think he's fucking genie.
Well,
Like
I mean, for what it's worth, man, them days are numbered. You know what I mean? Like by next year, you're gonna see, LeBron James gonna start looking like Jerome Kersey, and before you know it, it's gonna be what it is. Everybody,
Jerome.
everybody. I mean, he's 40 now. I mean, I'm 50, and I feel like certain days I'm
I
129.
just,
So it's like this
I
shit just happens. Father Time is undefeated.
yeah, it doesn't. And the thing is, my father always says to me, like, the problem is we don't feel old. I feel like I'm 17, big. Like
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in high school. I'm goofy, fuck around. Like I don't. And then I still think I can dance to say.
and then what was that?
Dude, you know it's bad, fam. Like when you wake up injured, right? Like you just from nothing,
Nothing.
like from get hurt in your sleep. So he gonna be there
It's good.
soon. But
It's got to
yeah,
happen. Like
not just
I know he got the good drugs and all of that, and the hyperbaric, but you can't be lugging around 230 the way he does, and gravity does what gravity does. You gotta hit the ground, homeboy. It's like good for you for getting up, but you still gotta hit the ground, homeboy. So unless he got some new techniques of rolling and avoiding the impact,
yeah.
welcome to the club, baby.
Let's look at this this Jimmy Butler situation in this trade, and the Warriors are hyped over that. But I'm looking at this dude, and I'm looking at the internet. I'm seeing how people are like. It seems like younger people are like saying Riles is done, and I'm looking at as an older dude. I'm like, fuck yeah, don't let the like Don. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah.
he's blowing up every team he's been on, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, even honestly, I was thinking about Tibbs, because there was a Tibbs issue, and I was like, Tibbs he caught some strays off of that. And in retrospect, he did not deserve them.
Right.
Jimmy just a different kind of brother. And I look for what he does. You're gonna tolerate a lot, but to Riley's point, he ain't really a tolerator. So it was like from early on, like when they got bumped in the last playoffs, Jimmy was doing some Jimmy shit,
You heard him.
and Riley was like, yeah, I don't really fuck with that.
He was like, keep your mouth shut. He goes, if you're not playing, you should keep your mouth
You should
shut.
keep your mouth shut. Like, yo, you're a ball
And
player.
I was
Play
like
ball.
I felt like he got these new dudes
I
is
think we
crazy.
need more of that. Shout out to Riley,
Of
man.
course.
And I still hate him because of the facts. The facts resignation. I will always hate that man. But it's not like I hate D'Antoni. I have no respect for D'Antoni. But I do have respect for Riley.
Yeah. Riley is that guy to me, and I think, you know what I'm saying, he's been a winner every, I mean, he's been that dude. So and if you look at Butler, I mean, to me, the trolling and the wearing the Suns sneakers and shit like that, I mean, that's
Corny.
corny, right?
It's corny.
Like, and here's the thing, he vetoed or he didn't want to go to Memphis, where clearly a team more on the upswing, but went where he was going to get that 60 and Golden State. I mean, Mike Dunleavy, we call him, my man call him Mike Dunleavy. Since Bob Myers left the Warriors, Mike Dunleavy can't do anything,
Nah,
man.
be.
He,
He drafted Wiseman?
I think so. I
Mm. Yeah,
could be wrong. I could be wrong about that one though. But
that might have been Myers, because I think I remember him talking about how he was like, we thought he was can't miss. And there's still time. He's still young. You never know.
yeah, I mean, so, but that whole, so now he's in Golden State. He's happy. He's playing hard, and that's crazy to me. That's crazy,
Yeah, that is whack, B.
right?
That is whack. I mean, I think Golden State, the sun is setting. It's real. And yeah, exactly. And Bizzle always on point. Draymond gotta go. I don't even know, man. He be looking like them Charles Oakley dunks he be doing. It's like it's time. It's time to go, bro.
Yeah, right.
It's like the three is so inconsistent, and it's just like, what are you getting
But
out of
they
him? He ain't locking
to keep
nobody.
right. What are you getting? They've chose to keep him over a lot. I mean, Poole.
I mean, the pool thing was interesting because Washington is where all ball players go to die, right? And I feel what's his name? I feel so bad for what's his name from the Wizards. And two guard. They did him dirty.
Bradley Bill.
Nah. I'm talking about they just traded the dude from the Wizards.
Oh, Kuzma. They traded Kuzma.
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, from Milwaukee to the Wizards. Fuck
oh, Middleton. Oh, Middleton.
Middleton. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's
Like,
kind of
what
foul,
what
right? Purgatory.
why do you do that to a dude who basically like, I don't know, man. I get it. Like, there's no loyalty, but he still got a lot in the tank.
They said
Why you send him to Siberia, fam?
abyss.
That
Like
shit is terrible. I don't even know what's going on in there. You think he done like that?
I think injuries wise, I think he's a shell of himself, though. I mean, but I still don't think
He
you
did
send
win
him.
the shit.
I still don't think you send him to the Wizards. I think you do. I think you try to do better by him than that,
Yeah,
man. Come on.
yeah. That's just reeks of, I don't even know, man. You gotta give him a little
But we know,
bit. Give him a little
here's the
chance.
thing. But we know what it is. So
It's like
check.
send him to Portland.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
It's a business, though, right? And
Yeah.
in the end, me and Biz are always talking about like this is why it's almost like it's hard, especially in football. But this is why it's hard for to fault a player for getting theirs because
Nah, you can't.
I
You
mean,
can't. Honestly,
DeRozan
I
did.
think all that shit they gotta stop talking about that shit. Because these
DeRozan
owners
was
don't give a
right
fuck.
when he got traded from Toronto. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, Cat's really. Yo, Luca just bought a house 12 days before he got traded, son. He bought a $12 million crib.
$12 million in Dallas.
That's my.
Luck selling that shit. I know what you're making on that one, Luca.
So yeah, I
Good
mean,
luck.
so the loyalty is definitely and to me it's the same. I've done posts about this. It's like, in the real working world, if I'm leaving my job, I'm expected to give 2 weeks notice, but my job can fire me at a moment's notice.
On site. On site. Security. We need your passes.
Yeah, they come in like, and I've had it happen. Like HR calls, you come with the box, son. Like, all right, we doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they pulled up emails. They're like, we saw you emailed your mother on today. This where I mean,
I see my man B Money talking some bullshit. We ain't talking about that, B.
oh no, oh no,
Yo, what's your favorite trade? What's
huh?
your favorite trade?
My favorite trade. I think the
I bet you got the same one I got. I wish I could like write it down somewhere and then show people and be like, see,
that's
because
a good
this was a
question.
hell of a this was
That's
a
a good
hell of a
question.
trade.
I'm gonna let you go. That's a good question. What you got?
San Antonio, baby.
Oh,
That San Antonio to me by and large is the best trade. With the fact of who they did not lose anybody. They wanted Steph Castle, they ain't get him. Exactly. Um, and this is what I've noticed in watching them since. Wemby Wemby be doing some goofy shit. He was doing some goofy shit. Trying to bring the ball up, this and that. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah. Yo, De'Aaron Fox just kind of looks at him like, just give me a fucking ball, B. You know
oh,
what I mean?
I
Because I think
ain't seen
with
that.
Chris Paul is like respect, but there's not like reverence. You know what I mean? It's not like, yo, let me get this dude the ball because, playtime's over.
I
And
see.
De'Aaron
See.
has come through and he has just done he has been as expected. And I guess he's thinking championship because honestly, that team is interesting. If they could sneak into 9 or 10, they could be problematic in the postseason.
They gave up nobody. I could have sworn
Nobody.
when I saw that Fox when I heard that Fox was being mentioned in trades going there. I'm like, oh, they're gonna give up Castle. They're gonna give up Castle. I mean, I follow him because he's UConn cat. So I'm like, they're gonna give up Castle. I'm like, who the fuck did they give up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Keldon Johnson. I was like, okay, he's gone. Vassal. I did it. No, they kept him too, right? Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Let me
So
check out.
so
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go back to Wemby for a second, man, because for me, Wemby pisses me off because you're 12 foot 16 and you're out there thinking you're Steph Curry, man. Yes, you can hit a three once in a while. Take your fucking long ass down low. Get these yo. Wemby should be averaging 25 and 25, yo. On some
Yeah.
on some real
Real
shit.
shit.
Real
Real
shit.
shit.
There should be nothing. Because remember, we've all played with a dude, right? In school, it was one time in our life we played pickup or something where we played with a dude that was like really tall and could dunk everything or catch everything, and he scored every time he got the fucking rock, like because of his size, and he was also agile. We played with dudes that could caught every rebound, block every like we've seen that, man. Wemby is that dude. Yes, with 10 blocks, 25, 25. He should. There's no way he should be getting everything, everything. But he'd rather, them one-legged threes. I want to go out there and just snap that nigga's legs, man. Send his ass back to French fry, Belgian free. So anyway, I I tell
But he's gonna
my
do less of that now.
what
Is
you
my
say?
is my is like what I think. I think he's just like what I mean. I think just De'Aaron like has a certain kind of like gravitas where it's gonna be like, look here, man. I'm gonna tell you where to go, and you gonna go there.
Yeah,
If you don't shoot a three, guess what? You're not coming down dribbling into no. You're not none of that. Step back, no. You will shoot a three on a pick and pop. That's what you're gonna shoot a three. And a lot of the times, because it's you, I'm going right to the rack and I'm yamming it on them. So thank you.
right.
Appreciate that. And I just think it wasn't the same with anybody else who was there.
Yeah. I mean, and it kind of seemed like he's like just been exploring a little bit, like trying to just, I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do this. I mean, I
Nah,
still think
B.
he knows.
Exploring time
Yeah,
is over.
yeah. Well, it shouldn't. We don't do that shit in the
Yeah.
game. So I haven't seen. I did see part of the first game with Fox. I think he went for like 25 or something like that. So, yeah, that would be the trade. That would be the best trade because you got a all-star player in his prime, just really getting into his prime for nothing. So
Yo, apathy is
yeah, he's a
stupid.
fucking fool. I already
What's
have
good, my
Craig.
G?
I already have Craig G trolling my shows, asking for a fucking skilo and shit. So yeah, he come. Yeah. So
Yeah,
What
but
up,
that's
Matt?
my favorite trade. My personal like landing spot, like knocked it out the park. Just like people are saying, I think De'Aaron to them is phenomenal.
I do think, as much as he's a kind of a goofy, I do think that Kuzma Middleton trade is gonna do well for the Bucks. Um, I mean, you got because Middleton had been hurt a lot lately, so I think you got a younger dude that can put points on the board. So
He could definitely get a bucket when needed.
yeah, so um, yo, we talked about Dalton Connect Four feeling salty. Um, Yo, that trade. Listen, I saw DeAndre Hunter, who was with the Hawks.
Yo,
We must have been watching the same,
I was shocked, B.
and that just goes to show he was buried down there. I mean, he's averaging 19 points, but I mean, like nobody's watching the Hawks like that. So, man,
That's
Cleveland,
problematic for my squad too. I ain't gonna front.
huh?
That does not bode well for the New York Knicks.
Cleveland, yo, I, that's another really good pickup, man. Like he came in first game, and he's aggressive too. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that was I think a really good pickup. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this so stacked too. I guess my thing is, can you keep everybody
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah.
I think Darius could do a good job with that. I just think I forget who's running them, but you
Kenny
know, um,
Atkinson's a coach.
I I mean, he's doing a great job, man.
I
He's doing a great job, but even some of them other little joints they did before, like just off season joints. Who's the kid? I forget his name. Point guard, played for Virginia. Um, where he used to be. I think he used to be on OKC. Let me look up
look at the
the
Cavs
Cavs
roster.
roster because he's been they just have been really like finding dudes who work well with this system.
Ty
Ty
Jerome.
Jerome, thank you, Invisible.
Yeah,
Um,
they got Struess, who's a shooter.
Struz,
They got yeah, and I think here's the thing: we talk about keeping them happy. I think the only person you need to keep happy is Donovan, because Mobley's soft, so he ain't gonna cry for the rock. Jared Allen don't like need the rock like that.
yeah.
I think Darius is more of a team player, so I think they'll be all right. I mean, if they're winning, I think Donovan ain't gonna chirp or whatever, but they got a squad, and me and Bizzle was talking about how deep some of the best squads are. When you look at them, and you look at them, you look at Boston, and you look at OKC, they running like hockey lines out there, man. Like OKC,
Boston, Cleveland, OKC, deep.
they
We are not on that
they
level, B.
yo OKC goes like I don't even know who they got. Every dude can come in and shoot and defend. Every dude they
Everybody,
got can shoot
everybody.
and defend. Like
They're just, dudes with long arms, athletic dudes. We are just not that. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to clown my own team, my own squad, but Landry Shamet, I'm
eh, not that.
just
I like
saying. It's
I
Landry.
like I like Dort. I think he's an underrated dude. You know what I'm saying? I like and of course Shea. And listen, me and Bizzle was talking about the fact that like they've been wrecking shit and Chet wasn't even there.
Yeah,
Like honest Abe wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying?
that's very true. And honestly, with Brightskin, Hardestein, um, they got a lot of bases covered,
They,
man.
they,
They could fuck around and run through the West. I
yeah,
mean, they honestly could. I mean, your squad ain't beating them.
nope,
That's not happening.
nope.
I'm even trying to think who is really gonna like give them pause. Maybe I don't know. Denver ain't doing it.
We're gonna come to that question in a
Oh,
minute. We
okay,
want to stay. We gotta stay here. You asked a Nick question. We're gonna bring it up in a minute.
okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see. I see them coming out of The only thing I think could be stopping him is inexperience, perhaps. And I think like because we've seen how like uh, Chicago had to get over Cleveland and Detroit, right? And then and then finally it's like steps for these teams, right? So they got beat, you know what I'm saying? But like, is it like does Denver's experience in the playoffs trump their youthful, or is it their time? I mean, man, I mean, I think OKC is scary, yo, scary,
I
super scary.
mean, they're smacking, they're kicking the dog shit out of
Yo,
dudes on a
so
daily
let's
basis.
go back to the Knicks for a second. We can tie this Brunson question in it, but how you feeling about I t- how you feeling about Cat being there and the whole play, the whole situation? Now, I told y'all too, Dante was going to crash out in Minnesota when he got there because
I mean, you nailed that one.
uh,
I mean,
he's
now is the toe still bothering him?
he
I
ain't with his
think I
yeah.
think he just don't even care out there no
Mm-mm.
more. And first chance we get to grab that boy back, we gotta get him
He he
because
he was. Yeah, I told you I was like, he's either gonna ball out or he's gonna just fall into some like. And you got Minnesota.
he's in a pain, KB.
Minnesota,
It's hard to watch.
I mean, totally flubbed that. I mean, like what? Like they fucked up their own chemistry. Like
I think it was some in regards to not paying the big bodega, but yo man, you get what you pay for. And at the end of the day, look, this is the greatest Knicks team I've seen in my life. Um, in regards to point guard and center. Like this is the best point guard center combination on a Knicks team I've ever seen. And I'm talking, you know, I remember we had young Mark Jackson, Rod Strickland on the bench, and Pat Ewing at the five. But this is different. You know what I mean? It's like these dudes, this they working well together. The chemistry strong. My main fear is honestly is the bench, but we gotta see. You know, Precious is out here. He's doing his best. Everybody knows OG has his little midwinter recess. Um, but and we'll see. Look, Mitch still got their heart as far as Cleveland. Um, and you know,
can they beat
I,
Boston?
with Mitch and OG, I mean, if healthy, I think they give them. I mean, they've been thoroughly disgraced, two straight, but it's still piecemeal. I think Mitch is bigger than people like give him credit for. We've been getting destroyed on the boards. Cat's, he's it's yeoman like efforts. He's definitely doing what he can. But Mitch just dominates the boards. And if he comes back and is like, look, this is my shit. See this backboard, this is all me. And I think we could be Boston. They are deep as fuck though. I'm not even gonna put I mean, it is what it is.
I
Like them boys, like you said, they just keep
they
coming. Ball
deep.
players.
Yeah,
Straight ball players too.
yeah.
They're not bringing in no bozos.
Right,
Like
right. You got the dude
like
Luke.
Peyton Pritchard is real, B.
Right, you got like Cornette, like making. You got dudes making the right play, right? Like bench play. Everybody's making the right play. Hauser knows his role. Like they all
Everybody
play.
knows their role,
They
B.
all play D. Pritchard is tough. He'd be starting on a lot of teams.
I
Um,
think he will be in a couple years.
he's tough. He's tough. They play ridiculous defense. I mean, it's crazy. And again, Porzingis is a luxury to keep it 100. I mean,
And not for nothing, man. Light skin Kobe, Jason Tatum, man. Like, get that man his respect.
explain to me in your what is and I see it all online. People are crazy. I mean, I look like what is the hate for Jason Tatum? I don't know. Have you seen like why people like
I don't know. I mean, I think every year he gets a little
I
bit
don't know.
better. I think
This,
he worked on his three. His form looks better.
I
Um,
do think he shoots too many threes for his size though, and considering that he can do so many other things with the ball, I think he settles for that three a little bit much.
I think that becomes systematic a little bit. They play so much five out that it's just like, all right, cool. Well, I'm out here. Um, we got somebody just cut through the lane. He disrupted them. I don't want to follow that. Let me just shoot this three. And honestly, his form just looks a lot better. My man on B Money, who's from St. Louis, who knows people who know him. He was like, yo, man, he's just like every year he gets a little bit better. And I respect dudes like that. I don't get the hate either. You really can't say nothing to him. Maybe it was last year when they were like, damn, man, he got the MVP and they definitely should have gave it to what's his name?
Jalen.
Jalen. And whatever. Like I hear that. And I'm sure that's difficult for Jalen, but hey man, that's a nice problem. How about
They
that?
seem like
Y'all
they're
just got the chip. That's a nice
they
problem.
seem
Because
like they're making it work. You know what I mean? I think people trying to put a divide and stuff. That I don't know if they like best friends, but they make it work. I do not get the hate, man. He wanted to play for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? A Kobe's his dude, and so
yeah.
it's I don't understand it at all. I think he's one of the. I mean, he went to the finals in what, like his second year or something like that. Third.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when he was destroying LeBron with that
The
shit.
boy is
So
tough, man. I don't know, and I hate Boston. With every fiber of my being. But I mean, I you got to be realistic about shit, and that's a bad man right there. I don't understand it. And yeah, the Olympic shit. God, this curve looks like an old Doogie Howser anyway. Neil Patrick Harris ass nigga. I mean, like I can't. That frustrated me, man. Like
that was whack. That was whack. And you had his people speaking out on it. And obviously he was frustrated, but I like the fact he's competitive and he wants to get in. He wants to get busy. So it's like part of it's like a little bit bitch shit. I get that. We're not supposed to complain, but cats are being real and honestly I didn't understand it either. I did not understand it. I didn't even know why Jalen wasn't on the squad. So there's either Jalen. But I'm talking about, his dude. Like, look, man, this is not Jordan and Kobe this is not Jordan and Pippen with these dudes. These dudes are very complimentary. And it's gonna be nice when you pick your poison. This is gonna be nice if one dude's gonna be a little bit off and the other dude's gonna go off. And it just is what it is, and they're tough follow. I thought we were wilding. We was like, oh yeah, well, we got Mike Cal, we got OG, we gonna match up. That hasn't worked out well. So we gotta see when both of those dudes come through and they're healthy and try to make it like competitive, but they are the team to beat. I feel at the end of the day, um, they got the right coach. They've made the right moves. Like even me, I'm like, damn man, do we have somebody to be a successor to Tibbs? Like, and I love Tibbs at this point, even though he used to drive me crazy. I feel like he's grown a little bit, but
yeah,
I mean he's getting up there. And at the end of the day, what they did it the right way because now they got a young squad with a young coach, and it's like I feel like he understands them a little bit. I'm glad. Oh,
we'll talk about that in a
we'll
second.
talk about them
Yeah,
too.
their coach is nuts. I like their coach. I love their coach. Like you ask him anything about stuff other than basketball, and he's just like, "Get the fuck out of here, man!" Like,
Yeah, he ain't got time for that.
nah, I love it. I mean, I really respect that. People be like, "Oh, he's such a dick" or whatever, but it's like, don't ask those stupid questions, man. Some of these questions these reporters ask are like ridiculous anyway. So it's like, you know, trying to,
He kind
the
of
official
reminds me of Tomlin. He reminds me of Mike Tomlin a little bit. He's like a basketball version of Mike Tomlin.
reminds me of
Like
Bill even.
like Mike Tomlin
Bill,
will tell you like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to talk. What are you talking about? Like he'll say that shit
like,
straight up.
yeah,
And I feel like this dude got a little bit of that in him,
yeah.
although I hate Boston.
No, I of course, and but we got to be realistic when it comes looking at it. And so coming out of the West, so I mean I got Boston coming out of the East. I mean, sorry, but I do. So coming out of the West, I got OKC, but then my man here brought up Houston and listen, the dude, forgot I pronounce his name, but the dude who cheated on Neil Long, I mean the coach, brother's nice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Come from that
You know
Boston,
the
that organization. Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
Adoka or whatever. Like,
Don't
yo, like
go there.
Houston's tough. They're for real. They're for real, man. I mean, there's a young squad coming up. I mean, I think I'll make the playoffs and probably maybe win the first round or whatever. But they're making their moves. I mean, in terms of they got some players, man. You know what I'm saying? And the man Thompson, dude, that kid is springy.
Yeah, he's bouncy. I mean, his basketball IQ, he needs summer school, but but you can't really front on his skill set. And if he get a jump shot, I mean, he'd be right along there with them Boston dudes we were talking about before, because he's got size, um, he's got instincts. He's defensively, I feel like I mean, he's lights out, man. So I like them, and mad respect to Udoka. Yo, really respect to a lot of these teams that are turning it around. They are the most advanced, but I feel like there's a little group of them teams. I would throw Detroit in there. Um, that used to be, a cakewalk, and now you got to lace them up.
Yep.
So I'm just happy for that part of the league, and you got dudes who've landed on their feet. Who's coaching Detroit now? Is that
Bickerstaff, because he got
JB, right? That's
yeah,
JB.
they let him go from
Cade
Cleveland.
killing shit. Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm really happy to see Detroit um gaining an identity, and I'm happy to see Houston gaining an identity with these young boys. I thought Chicago could have possibly been in that whole mix with some of their young dudes, because they have a couple of young pieces, but it fell apart quick.
Fell apart. They
Um,
didn't make the. They didn't make.
and then there's other squads that just ain't ready. But Cat's got some good coaches in place. I feel like the Brooklyn coach, the young dude,
The Spanish
uh,
kid,
he, yeah,
right?
he's a good coach.
Yeah.
And Memphis is still there, but I don't think Edie. I think once he got hit in the face, it kind of slowed him down. When he first came, beginning of the season, man, he was imposing. He was imposing.
He's
So
tough. He,
Memphis, it might be Memphis and OKC in the end, man. You know what I mean? Because the Suns are trash.
on the trash.
They're dumpster fire. Although I really enjoy that Bowl is finally getting a chance to like play ball, because at the end of the day, he just makes me laugh. But he has like a unique skill set.
Right.
It's like I feel like Wemby almost got him a job. You know what I mean? Minnesota's definitely done. I haven't even like really looked at them recently, but every time I look, they're losing.
Get
Um,
fucked. Maybe getting stomped out of turn the game. I think it's going to be a competitive game, and they're getting thumped. And then you got Anthony Edwards jacking up threes.
yeah,
Like
they're probably gonna lose. Well, they're 30-24, so they're not
it's not too bad.
abysmal, but I have no faith in them.
No.
Um,
Yo, what about Denver? I mean, it was kind of falling off a little bit, but you know what I mean. Joker's still he's been cooking dudes. You know what I mean. I want to talk about the MVP before we get on out of here.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So like, what's your thoughts on Denver?
Um, I feel like they still have kind of a core nucleus from that squad. Obviously, losing KCP and Bruce Brown, it still lingers.
Yep.
Um, I like the kid Braun though. I
Yes.
think the kid Braun been playing some ball. Um, and what's his name? The point guard, I forget his name right now, but you know, he's still gonna have flashes of like
Oh, Murray.
Murray. This flashes where it's like your homeboy's doing his thing. Um, I get it. I feel like the numbers with Joker, like they're impressive, but it's almost like a little bit of fool's gold. Um,
Mm.
you know,
How so?
like obviously, like he's averaging there like a triple double, and it's like near 30 points a game, but they don't win because of him. If they win, it's because Murray like got hot and got on the streak, and you know what I mean. He ain't the dude like he'll get him there, but he don't get him over. You know,
Interesting.
I just think at the end of the day, like they gotta find a way to I don't know, like somebody has to emerge for them. I don't think they're done. But if they're really gonna compete, let me look at somebody has to like start playing, and they gave up some
I mean, well,
players.
yeah, you mentioned Brown and you mentioned KCP in consecutive years, and
Hmm.
that's gonna hurt. Westbrook is playing well for them though.
He actually is. He's a good fit.
Yeah, but you're right though. Murray, yo, listen, on some real shit, Murray just signed a fat ass contract last year. He needs to be more consistent. And if he's more consistent, Gordon's always pretty solid. Um, Michael Porter Kid's, he's decent. So
They bench is booty juice though.
yes.
Yeah, they
I, was,
bench.
I,
They bench is like
I think
straight
I
up
think I
like.
just named starters. So so
I don't even know who these people are, B. Like real shit. Like I feel like these people came out of the Y or something, and they was just like, "Yo, you want to play for Denver?" Because I don't know none of these motherfuckers. Maybe DeAndre, and he's finished. So
they
this
got
is
DeAndre Jordan.
bizarre.
They got DeAndre.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's just he's the who's the dude that was playing for Miami for like 50. He's Udonis Haslam now.
yeah,
Is who the fuck
yeah.
who
He
he
is
is.
Udonis Haslam
Yeah.
with no wisdom, minus the wisdom.
Oh my God. Yeah. But Porter need to get in the paint 6'10", nigga 6'10". That's what everybody does, man. Everybody's a guard, man. Everybody's a guard. Everyone thinks they're a guard. Everyone. Steph is so
That's
great.
hurt the
Steph is
game, B. That's what we
Steph.
were saying before.
Yes. Steph is so great.
Yo, and Bizzle, you really think Simmons to the Clippers is gonna have an impact, or was that was some like
No, he thinks that for real. I don't think that at all.
I don't have no faith in that
Come
man.
on, man. Why,
I,
why,
I
what makes you have faith now? We got 6 minutes before we get out of here. I got another show. But what makes you think that now of that he's gonna start playing? Somebody else said that to me in a comment today. That they said watching ball out, he didn't want to be in Brooklyn. Like if he does ball out, that speaks to his character then. That he's trash. See, that's trash then. He's a trash dude. Fuck that dude. If he
yeah,
comes
man.
here and balls out, that just means he's a sucker ass dude to me.
Yeah, I think he will have zero impact on the Clippers.
But he ain't gonna do
Peace,
shit.
naps, and dreads. Keep doing your thing, my brother.
He ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, man.
He ain't doing nothing. Fuck that. He didn't want to play for other teams. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna score nothing. If he get some passes, yeah, you got more faith in him than I do. I
Yeah, I
don't.
know that's a weird, bizarre thing you got going on there. And Bizzle usually be on point. I don't know what happened with that one.
Yeah.
All right, is there any other squad we not talking about? I mean, the Mavericks are they're finished, B. Yeah, talk about the Lakers, B, because we don't have a lot of time, and I'll chime in.
I mean, B-Rill's a diehard fan. Lives in Inglewood area, California. I'm sorry, I'm just putting your shit out on the business. I love you, but that's my man. But he's
Ooh.
a Southern Cal dude, SoCal dude, and bleeds. He hates more. Here's the thing. It's funny. He hates LeBron probably more than I do. But I'm the one that left the squad though. Like he won't leave the squad and like that even frustrates me. I'm putting this out in the air, man, because we both hate LeBron. Our chats are just full of this LeBron hate. Like it's like really pretty bad. And but I can't see fucking with the squad, man. No, he said never. No, man. Fuck LeBron, man.
We ain't talk about Miami naps and dreads, and there's a reason for that.
What they doing? What they gonna
Hey,
do? Who they got? They traded Butler for?
I don't even know.
Who did Miami get?
Naps and dreads. Who did they trade Jimmy Butler for,
You
or
can
what did
leave.
they trade him? They traded for like a French press coffee maker. Like what they trade
They
him
got a
for,
new
man?
Keurig
New
for the
Keurig.
got some new K tape for the athletic department. Uh,
Yeah. Wiggins?
they got Wiggins.
Oh
I mean,
man, good luck with that one.
I mean he's He's Jimmy Butler without the antics. And
Oh, the
well,
Davion Mitchell was
he's
actually
he's
I that was a good
close.
pickup. Kyle Anderson, slow mo.
Oh
I
God,
don't know, B.
Kyle Anderson, he plays backwards. He plays in reverse. And I like the kid they got from UCLA last year, second year. Jaquez, I believe his name is.
I like how
Um,
has
yeah,
actually. Yeah.
and Hero's been hooping this year
Nah,
too.
he's been
And
killing actually. Is
Mitchell
he an
isn't.
all-star? Is Hero all-star?
Uh, no, no,
Did
he's.
Hero
I can't remember.
he,
I think he might have got snubbed.
he might could have been
Oh
I don't think he'd be wilding to call Hero all-star this
yeah,
year.
and no, I think he was like right on the. I think he was snubbed.
Yeah,
And Davion is tough. Davion is tough. Naps and Dreads. Facts. I got 2 minutes
that's real.
before they shut down the show, man. I just went by too quick. So we're gonna
Oh, we didn't even talk about the rescinder joint. What's up with that? How they do y'all dirty like that
this,
for the Mark
this
Williams?
dude got all kinds. He said he got all kinds of issues, and now he wanna
They said appeal. They're
yeah,
appealing the joint.
first Charlotte said we welcome him back. Great, we wait. And then they appeal. It's a business.
And Bizzle, peace, my
It's a
brother.
business, as we know.
I always enjoy
Hero made
talking
it.
shit with y'all,
Hero made
man.
it.
I don't know how
Yo, check.
Hero
Hero made it.
Hero made
Hero
it.
is a rock star.
He
Yep.
deserved that shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah. Shot. They said he's getting shot up a horse. Come on, man. On that note,
What the fuck?
on that
And
note,
Bizzle, ain't see
I
that
got
coming, man.
38 seconds. No, that's facts, though. That's what they said.
Yo, my Knicks were up, and now it's 123, 126 Atlanta. And I'm gonna go watch this and throw
Yo, he
something
really
at the
did get
TV.
there. No, that's really a report that he got shot up a horse semen, though. Like, for real. Like, that's like really for real. I got to get out of here before they shut this down. I love you. I'm going to talk to you soon, man. We're going to do this again.
Peace, y'all.
All right.
One.